Good afternoon, fellow patriots. The Conservative Patriot here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. And if you guys haven't checked out the other channel, he actually has the same channel name as me, called the Conservative Patriot. Also, go check him out. We're here to help each other. And anyway, as you guys may or may not know, before we read a couple articles today, that these radical Democrats, including Shifty Schiff, have a closed door meetings, which is unconstitutional. Now, because it is unconstitutional, you're supposed to have a public hearing every time you have a meeting. And it was so good to see that there's finally 25 to 30 Republicans who stormed in there. And as soon as they did that, Adam Schiff and the witness scurried off. What are the Democrats hiding from us that we don't already know? Honestly. As soon as those 25 or 30 Republicans stormed right in, they fled. You know what I think it is? Because they don't, like I said in yesterday's video, they don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know what's really going on. That's all this is. They want to hide the truth from the American people. And I hope this punk, Adam Schiff, goes to prison for treason and for breaking the law of the United States Constitution. And and these other Democrats too. They need to be in prison. All of them. We, the American people, want this to happen. We want indictments. We want it right now. We must not let these treasonous people roam free anymore. We want action. We want it now. Anyway. Because the American people are so so tired of this, it's not even funny. They are fed up with it. We're fed up with the way these Democrats are behaving right now. We are tired of it. We're sick of it. Anyway, guys, we got a couple articles for you today. Rand Paul sounds the alarm on anti-Trump GOP senators. Because there's a lot of them. Rhinos. During an interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson, Republican Senator Rand Paul spoke out on the ongoing impeachment inquiry against President Trump. At one point, during this segment, Carlson asked Paul why Senator Lindsey Graham wasn't using his subpoena power as chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee to look into the Democrats' efforts to ruin President Trump's presidency. Paul made it clear that he has put pressure on Graham, but then made the shocking revelation that there are Republican members in the Senate who have a bigger allegiance to the deep state than the president. We all know who they are. See? So I don't want to single out. I don't want to be, unfair to any particular senator, Carlson started. But I would tell you that I hear a lot from our viewers. What is the answer? Question mark. How did this start? Lindsey Graham is the committee chairman. He claimed he would get to the bottom of it. Why hasn't he? Exactly. Paul responded, well, not just any senator could do this. So I can't call a committee hearing and drag those people in. Senator Graham has the power. He is the chairman of a powerful committee, the Judiciary Committee, and yes, I've encouraged him publicly and privately to do this. Later on during the segment, Paul opened up about where some Republican senators' allegiance lies. Mitt Romney. Just name one of them. Some people, I'm not going to say Senator Graham, but there are other Republican senators up here whose allegiance is more to the deep state than it is to the president. Paul, Paul revealed. Rand Paul. Carson, so do. Sorry, it was I don't know what that was. I don't want to know. So I don't want to be unfair to any particular senator, but I will tell you that I hear a lot from our viewers, what is the answer? How did this start? Lindsey Graham is the committee chairman. He claims he would get to the bottom of it. Why hasn't he? Paul, this is coming from Paul. Well, not just any senator can do this, so I can't call a committee hearing and drag these people in. Well, actually, that's probably the same thing. He also said, I'd like to see John Brennan come in. I want to see Brennan testify. And I would ask him very pointedly, did you talk to the British intelligence agencies? And did you set up spying for foreign intelligence agencies on the president or the president's campaign? Because I think he did, and I think that's against the law, which it is. I talked to people who are convinced that these people, while they will be deceitful, they're sort of, so officious that they probably have paperwork they filled out, and those phone calls probably have a record. But I think he did call the British agent, and I think he did get them involved. So that's why Attorney General William Barr is going to Australia, Europe, UK, all these other places where all this started. But I also think it'd be interesting to know Christopher Steele and that Steele dossier. Did he talk to the Russian agents? That's been the rumor for over a year now, that he was getting information from Russian agents. So everything that Democrats have accused President Trump of doing, investigating a political rival with a foreign country, all of these same questions should be asked of the Democrats. Did they do that to Trump, Christian Mark Carlson? Well, that's exactly right, and we're being told that we had no right to know the answer after 2 years of sitting patiently and listening to this nonsense about Russia. Exactly. He has a good point here, Tucker Carlson. So Lindsey Graham is at the center of this. You want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but the question remains, why hasn't he done this? It's within his power to do it. He hasn't done it. What's the answer? Why? Paul said, I think we have to wait and see. I think he does want to get to the bottom of this, but you're right. He needs to go out and exercise his power. We've been waiting a long time on this. Some people, and I'm not going to say Senator Graham, but there are some certain Republican senators out there whose allegiance were more to this. Okay. So I said, yes, that's what Tucker Carlson agreed to. I do think that Senator Graham does like the president and wants to get to the bottom of this, but a lot of us want to see it get started. We want to see subpoenas, and we don't want to see everything being done in secret on the House side. And then they parse out with what they want to parse out. Most of those people that are testifying over there could equally be asked to testify over here. But really? I want to see Brennan come in, and I want to see him under oath. Tucker Carlson? Well, of course. I want to see him under oath. Tucker Carlson? So I see a pattern here through again and again. I don't want to to be made to Senator Graham, who we've known for a long time. I think it's smart and capital. And maybe that's my frustrations because he is smart, he is capable. When he goes on cable news, on this show, when in others, and he makes these claims, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm fighting for you, and then he doesn't. Here's another example. Here's Lindsey Graham promising us voters in America he's going to get to the bottom of the raid of Roger Stone's house. Watch. Begin video clip. Graham, our job is to provide oversight to the Department of Justice as Judiciary Chairman. Somebody needs to watch those who watch us. Mueller, do your job, but those tactics are unacceptable, given the level of threat there. I'm sending a message to them. You're accountable to the Congress, and we're going to find out. Honestly, if I know, you will get this. Graham, well, they better answer my letter. If I were them, I would. End video cut. Okay, so he didn't, in the end, get to the bottom of the raid of Roger Stone's house. Why shouldn't we feel aggrieved? Well, Senator Rand Paul, well, he needs to use his clout, and the only way he can do it, sometimes they could give the argument they say, well, we only want to do it if the Democrats will do it in a bipartisan way. But it doesn't have to be that. A simple majority can vote to do anything in the Judiciary Committee. And I think every one of his members who vote with him to have hearings. But yes, I think there should be a very high-profile hearings on this. And there's a lot to investigate. How they originally got the FISA warrant? I want to know that because I don't want anybody else in America to be abused by government the way the president was. Well, of course not. Paul, this can happen to anyone. That's disturbing. Excuse me. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with another issue, unrelated directly to these issues, which is foreign policy. Senator Graham, as you know, is really probably the most aggressive neocon in the Senate. He has butted heads with the president over this. They're currently arguing about Syria. I wonder if his disagreement with Trump on foreign policy questions has caused him to slow walk some of these investigations. Rand Paul, well, there is establishment both in foreign policy and also the Intelligence Committee. And the Intelligence Committee truly is the deep state. The deep state has an enormous amount of power to look at individuals. Yes, they do. And so, when Senator Graham and I have fought these fights in the past, I've always fought for have awards where a real judge in public you have to have present probable cause. Lindsay has always fought to allow these to be done secretly. These FISA warrants even allow Americans will be caught up in these. Oh boy. And so this is something that must be concerned about. That if we look at the intelligence state, the deep state, that is, we find out things that some of their power may diminish. And so there might be a philosophical difference that he wants them to maintain their power. He wants to maintain the Intelligence Committee's enormous grip on things. Tucker Carlson? Yes, it may be, and I bet you, the voters of South Carolina disagree with him on that. And I think voters want to know what happened, what they did to the president. Yes, Senator. Thanks very much. Great to see you tonight. Appreciate it. Wow, thank you. Okay, so that's Article 1. So Tucker Carlson asked a two good questions there. And of course, you know how that goes. You never get a straight answer, you know. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Got another article for you here that we're gonna cut this. But there is rhinos within the Republican Party that are resisting President Trump. So I guess we know what to do with these people. Get them out. Ah, another revelation. Here we go. Turning to politics. Name of the headline. Dan's impeachment witness has ties to Biden-connected charisma. Not surprised. The Democrats' two-star impeachment witness apparently has suspicious and concerned ties to the same Ukrainian gas company at the center of the Biden-Ukraine scandal. In detailed report from Bill Bart, acting U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, Bill Taylor was hauled in this week to testify in the Democrats' secretive closed-door impeachment inquiry hearing. Oh, God, I'm getting really sick of this. It has been revealed that Taylor has a close relationship with the Atlantic Council think tank and previously wrote Ukraine policy pieces with the organization's director and analyst articles published by the council. In addition to a direct relationship with the Atlantic Council, Taylor for the last 9 years also served as a senior advisor to the U.S.-Ukraine Business Council, USUBC, which has co-hosted events with the Atlantic Council and has participated in events co-hosted jointly by the Atlantic Council and Burisma. Excuse me. The links may be particularly instructive after Breitbart News reported that itinerary for a trip to Ukraine in August, organized by the Burisma-funded Atlantic Council for 10 Congress aides, reveals that a staffer on Republican Adam Schiff's House Parliament Select Committee on Intelligence held a meeting during the trip with Taylor. The pre-planned trip took place after the so-called whistleblower officially filed his August 12th complaint and reportedly after a Schiff's aide was contacted by the so-called whistleblower. The name of the organization is the U.S.-Ukraine Business Council, USUBC, where Taylor served for 9 years as senior advisor. The USUBC has co-hosted participated in scores of events with the Atlantic Council. Taylor has also authored numerous analysis pieces published by the Atlantic Council itself, and has co-authored op-eds writing together with the Atlantic Council's director. Burisma is a key financial backer of the Atlantic Council. So, Taylor has been connected with the think tank for nearly a decade. And the think tank has been heavily invested and partnered with the Ukrainian gas company Burisma for even longer. Here's where the connection gets even fishier. The allegations are that Hunter Biden profited financially from his father's time as vice president. The details emerge as the Ukrainian government recently reopened an investigation into Burisma Holdings, which is paying Hunter Biden roughly $50,000 a month. That company was under investigation by Ukraine's top prosecutor, but Joe Biden allegedly pressured the Ukrainian government to remove the prosecutor from the case, and his plan worked. While serving as the VP, Biden went to Kiev in March 2016 and threatened to withhold $1 billion in United States loan guarantees if the Ukraine's leaders did not dismiss the country's top prosecutor, Yuri Lutsenko, who had been accused of turning a blind eye to corruption in his own office among the political elite. The Ukrainian parliament caved to Biden's threats and removed Lutsenko as the prosecutor on the case, and Hunter Biden skirted charges and was able to continue raking in millions of dollars. See how corrupt these Democrats are? Democrats are heavily invested in using Trump's Ukraine phone call to impeach him. Oh boy. But it seems like we keep learning about a new Democrat being secretly connected to Ukraine and Burisma, which has led to speculation that this is one giant coordinated effort to remove Trump for no reason at all. Exactly. So as you can see, guys, there's a lot going on. They're gonna do everything they can to remove President Trump. What you just heard there is they're doing it for no reason. They got no evidence because they're Trump hating. Trump derangement syndrome is real in these Democrats and all these people support this. Whoa, whoopsie daisy. We gotta stay in the fight, Patriots, because 2020 is coming quicker and things are getting more chaotic. Yeah. We need to stay in the fight. We need to make sure we secure a 2020 victory for President Trump for 4 more years. He's gonna get it. I'm not too worried about these Democratic clowns who are running right now, because they got no message. They talk about the same thing every single time. Nothing has changed in their debates, and they don't have any American flags. So these Democrats, they're not representing anybody. They're too into themselves, and they want power. They want full control of this country. That's all it says. It's power grabbing. It's like, oh, gimme. That's all it says. A power hungry system. And it's a sad thing. It really is. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's report. If you guys like what I do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. Try to get up to 1,000 here. And seems being the other conservative patriot trying to help each other out. So make sure you check out his channel. And it's in the description of the last video I did yesterday. So check him out. We have a lot of similar talking points, like he said. And so go check him out, guys. We're all in this together. We're all in the fight to take back this country. That's the most important thing. We need to fight to take back this country. We, the people, are the rulers of this land. Not the government, not the Democrats, not even Congress. We decide how America should be run. Not these politicians. We decide that. And that's what President Trump is trying to do. When he gave us power back on January 20th, 2017, I knew this guy is the greatest president this country's ever had. You can agree or disagree, that's on you. But you gotta look at the factual reality of it here. President Trump has done way more than any other president I've seen. Anyway, guys, I got out of here. Hope you enjoyed the support. God bless all of you. God bless the duly elected president, Donald John Trump. And God bless America. Keep fighting, Patriots. Let's go.